gotten a few questions from one of my clients and I want to address them in this video. So the first question is, how do I track the attendance of my members? If you want to track the attendance of your members, I would recommend you doing it on this part of the tracker. If you are not tracking for the monthly payment, I would recommend you to edit this tracker so that it becomes an attendance record for you. And in my demo video, I also cover how you can modify the date range here if let's say you want to reuse it for years to come. If let's say you need both payment record and attendance record, you can copy the entire thing here, right click, insert 12 columns to the right, and then you can select the same field again, click Command C or Control C to copy, then come to column AC and click Command V or Control V to paste. Here you will get, for example, it's the payment tracker. So that's how you can make use of this tracker if you need both, and you can even change the color of this particular section if you want it to differentiate between two different stuff. The second question is, does the chart shows new members? Yes, it does shows new members in this chart, members type here, if you are tracking it correctly. And the third question is, does the chart shows renewers by month? No, the chart doesn't show the renewer by every month because this is mainly to give you an overview of the entire membership status on a very high level, so we might not be able to do that with this tracker. The next question is, what happens when the year is New Year? For example, this particular section. So if you want to remain this record file name and make it just for a single year, and then when there's a new year, you come here. For example, I'm making edits for 2024, and then you can select 2024 for February as well. Then you have to select this tool, drag it to the last column, and this would be the new year tracker. As for these tracking down here, you can select them all and then hit the space button on your keyboard and it will all selected. Now hit again and it will all be empty. So that's how you can renew your tracker for the new year. But let's say if you want to keep everything in one sheet, you can keep on adding more columns to the right. For example, I can select this 12 columns and then I can add 12 more columns to the right. And same thing, I'm going to copy this and put it here. For the date range, you might need to edit a little bit. So, and remember to clear up your tracker. And here, these two columns, you can just merge it. So it'll become like this. And for the previous year, I would actually recommend you to select them all. And then you can come to here and group them. So you can hide them if you don't need to see them whenever you use this tracker. So you'll see a new year, but if let's say you want to check back to the previous year, you can always open up here. So that's two ways that I would share with you if you want to use it for the New Year's. Fifth question is, can I add, delete, and move columns without an issue? So first of all, if you want to add more columns, I would recommend you to add after membership due, so it wouldn't affect any of our chart. But if let's say you're decided to add it in the middle of the chart, you can see that the chart will move a little bit, so you have to make some edits if you really need to do that. For example, I maybe want to track the category here, affect our chart if we add one more column in the middle. You want to move the column, for example, you want to move column E to the last column. It wouldn't allow you to do that because there's a merge cell over here. So you have to do unmerge, and then you can move your columns to the right. However, you may notice that after we have moved the columns, this members type chart no longer get the same chart as before, so you'll have to edit this as well and change it back to member type. So I would recommend you, if you don't need the columns, you can just hide it instead of moving it around, or you can even change it to become other stuff that you need to track instead of deleting it. That's my suggestions, but if you face any issue, you can always reach out to me and I would help you out. Yeah, I think that's the last questions, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. And thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support to my small little shop here in my first 2 years of business. So I wish you have a good day and thank you. Bye bye.